This is Belgium. It's been snowing.
Black balloon, don't be sad. One day you'll learn to fly. Through the wind, through the storm. One day you'll fly along. Oh, oh, oh.
Alright, it has been snowing, but it's actually not that cold, but the ground is really icy, so we're going to be careful when we're driving. But today, I want to talk to you about something really specific. And if I've been really bold and brave, this vlog is called Anxiety is a
Just forget about it now. Follow your passion, follow your dreams, even if it flows upstream.
So you know I want to be really honest with you in these vlogs, always 100%. I've had major anxiety. I think I actually had an anxiety attack a couple of days ago. It got so bad I literally slammed my laptop shut, my heart was pounding, I felt sick, I had 1,001 things rushing through my mind, but none of the thoughts were clear. I couldn't move forward. I know how to manage my performance. I know how to get into a peak state. I know the value of exercise, meditation, gratitude journaling, you know, thinking about what you want from the day, getting clear, getting focused. I know how to do that. I train people in it and I coach people through it. But that doesn't mean that the people that you look up to and respect, or the people you learn from, doesn't mean they don't go through the same thing. In fact, what makes me good at what I do is I'm not just teaching a process, I'm teaching something I do. I'm teaching how I got through things and how I changed my own life. So the reason I'm good at what I do, if I can be so bold, is because I know how it feels to be depressed. I had depression for 6.5 years. I know what anxiety feels like. I know the difference between anxiety and depression. They're not the same thing. So 2 days ago, had an absolute hissy fit, got in the shower and just broke down in tears. Alice knocked on the door, I unlocked the door, here she comes. Just talking about you.
Oh my god, I'm having one of those moments.
What moments? Oh, this is funny.
Got too many clothes on.
We'll get them off. Alice has got too many clothes on, get them off, get them off.
I've got an itch.
Do you need me to get it? Is it down your back?
I just get the cup of tea.
Okay. I'm leaving all this in because this is documentary vlogging now. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so then Alice got in the shower and washed my hair for me and it was amazing. And that is, you know, it's a vulnerability. I felt like a loser. I felt like such a loser. Like, I'm Lisa Bean. I run Dare to Grow. I talk about peak state. I'm like, yeah, run yourself through it. And then there I was in the shower like a baby crying, getting my hair washed. But they say that we are spirits having a human experience. And Alice said to me, she whispered in my ear, this is so cute, makes me feel a bit teary. She said, Lisa, do you know that the angels are jealous of us because they'll never experience the range of emotions we experience as humans? And our job is to... What is our job on this planet? I think our job is to express ourselves fully. It's to be the truest expression of who we are. And there are so many obstacles that come up against us. Conditioning, training, pressures from other people, deadlines, Instagram. Like, oh my God, I had to come off Instagram for a few days. You might have noticed nothing because it was too much. It was too much. I was like, I can't just post one thing on Instagram, it's got to be part of a strategy. There's got to be this, there's got to be that. And my head exploded, and all of this just led to anxiety. So I just want to be really honest with you and tell you, everybody experiences anxiety. Loads of people have depression. There are lots more people in debt than you would ever know. Nobody talks about being in debt. I was terrified when I first came out and told everyone I had 100 grand's worth of debt. It's like 3.5 years ago. I mean, I just knew everyone would judge me, but when I did, the amount of people who messaged me going, oh, feels so good to say this, I'm in debt. I'm like, brilliant, what are we going to do about it? So I want to share that with you today. We are off to Bruges on a bit of a day trip, super excited. Alice is packing us a little packed lunch, cup of tea, but we're going to eat some waffles. This is the last day of stuffing our faces, and then I got to stop because I'm getting like it's going a little bit now, but I started seeing in the vlogs, I was like, Lisa, like, you're putting on a bit of weight there, like, steady on. So I embraced it, I indulged, I fed my body. but now it's time just to, well, one more day in Bruges, one more day of waffles, and then it's time to just go steady on the old sugar, because that probably contributed to the old anxiety as well, like the sugar highs. Anyway, I'm waffling. Let's go to Bruges, and today I'm going to share with you my 5 top tips for getting over anxiety, because it's only 48 hours later, and look at me, I'm back, baby. Wow, I said a packed lunchbox, but holy cow. You don't do things by half. What have you got in there? What is in there?
Road trip snacks.
I'm pretending I'm shocked, but secretly I'm so happy. Cookies, grapes, oranges.
Cheese. I'm just addicted to cheese.
Did you bring a knife?
A bottle of water, Earl Grey, some napkins, bananas, oranges. Just a few little snacks. It's because I couldn't find a bag. It looks like a lot.
It's hilarious. This is what you call a lunchbox.
Ready? That would be a good idea.
Oh,
Oh, sugar. That's the flask of tea. Is your bag in the booth?
yeah, I'll come get it. We've arrived in Bruges. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. I'm acting like I've never seen snow before, I'm sorry.
1, 2.
Whoa.
It's 4 in the afternoon. I'm quite home awaiting you. Fall in love with me, baby. Fall in love with me, baby, now. For the cold of evening comes, moving the cards around. Fall in love with me, baby.
So I'm a little bit wrapped up here, but whoa, Alice! Traffic jam. She stopped to take a photo of that tree behind us, which is pretty cool. I'll show you. Anyway, we've parked up the car and seeing as we're walking to Bruges, it's quite slippy. I thought I might as well tell you the first thing I do to tackle anxiety. It's a tough one. It's also non-negotiable. Exercise. You got to get out of the house and go on a walk or go on a run. And the best thing you can do, if it's possible, this might be a push, but don't go on a treadmill. I mean, if that's all you've got, do it. But go into nature, go for a run around a lake or in a field, go somewhere beautiful, like this.
Wanna shake the ground, wanna break away, let loose. I'm tired of waiting, gotta make that move. All the neon signs, now they shout to me and you to write our story. Wanna shape the new. Do you wanna come along with me? Come along with me. Do you wanna?
Anxiety hits, the last thing I want to do is put my sports kit on and get on a run, because I've got so many things to do. That's what's built the anxiety. I think I haven't got time, but a 20-minute walk or 1 hour out your day to take care of your mental health, let your body produce the natural chemicals it needs to help you heal, could save your whole day, could save your whole life.
Up here again. It's been years, but this feels like it's just beginning. Hear you on the phone.
number 2, again, it's a tricky one, non-negotiable. You've got to eat, and I don't mean like have a nibble of crap toast. I mean, go to the supermarket and get a croissant and special jam, or go into town, have a coffee and order your favourite breakfast, whatever it is. Don't eat cereal when you're waking up and you can't bear another second of your life. Make life worth living. Third one, and again, non-negotiable, I'm afraid. This is, for me, this is where my anxiety comes from, and you've got to do the work to feel better. Before I tell you it, let me just spin around. Wow. What, the lake's frozen? What? Half, I think, yeah. Okay, so the third one, if you're suffering from anxiety, tell me in the comments or message me privately if you can't say it out loud in front of other people. There is an action or a decision or a project you are ignoring. What is it? I get out of breath when I'm filming on the go. Probably going to leave that in the vlog. Out of breath. I'm out of breath walking along. What's wrong with me? Have you ever had a task on your list that's been really scary, you've thought about it for weeks, you've built it up into this monster, and then when you actually find the courage and the strength to sit down and do it, it was never as bad as you made out in your head? That's because in your head, our brains and neural networks connect all of these different ideas together until it turns into this monster that we can't tackle. Write down what the project is, and do not write, okay, let's say my project was to paint this door. Do not write, that's not a good example actually. Let's say your project is to finish a website for a client or write a talk. Do not write finish web project or write talk. That is not a task, that's a project. You've got to put that heading at the top of your page and think, what are the 20 individual steps I've got to take to get there? So one of them might be sit down, open my laptop and review the project brief. Another one might be write a list of pages that I've got to complete. Another one might be write the copy for the About Us page. So you've got to break the task down, and once you've got a list of it, you think, okay, I can't build a website right now, but I reckon I could write a list of pages I've got to build. You see?
Get out of the house. Can you see me through your sadness? So far, so good.
It's a really weird thing filming a vlog because I'm just walking around. I can kind of see myself in the reflection, but it's not till I get back that I see, did I sound really out of breath walking along? Did my ideas hang together? But I don't know. You guys are a fair audience, aren't you? So yeah, I hope you're enjoying it. This is Bruges. It's beautiful. Everyone is going crazy for these Instagram shots. A woman just said to her boyfriend, do you think I can post it that way? Because I think he was taking landscape instead of portrait. Rookie. I said to Alice, eee! And she went, well, yeah, I know the feeling.
Bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time. It's clear to see.
This is a car park for bikes. How amazing is that? It's a bit like Amsterdam.
We can sit together. It's so beautiful. You and me, we meant to be.
So we've just been having a really good wander around Bruges, and honestly it's actually really quiet. Let me go this side so you're in. Whoa! It's actually really quiet, isn't it? We think that maybe it's a really good place to come in December. I bet that would be pretty magical at Christmas time. But the good thing is, because it is so quiet, we're just getting to film loads of really cool shots. I put my mic back on today, by the way, because I've been vlogging without a mic this whole time, and you can hear the wind, so I don't know if you could pick up the buses now. It'd be interesting for me to see this footage back, to see the impact a mic actually has. But anyway, we've just stuffed our faces with waffles. I've stuffed my face. I feel like, do you know the film Eat, Pray, Love? Where it's not Julia Roberts. Who's the film about? No, but who's the?
Oh, Liz Gilbert.
Liz Gilbert, who's amazing. She goes to Italy to eat because she just feels like she lost her appetite for life. I feel like I've gone to Europe to eat. I've just eaten everything, and I feel better. I do.
In the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be. In the great outdoors, forever free.
So that was Bruges. Amazing. So cool. So we're only about an hour and a half away from where we actually are staying, in a town called Lan, I think it's pronounced, but it's spelled L-A-S something E. G-N-E? Anyway, we're gonna get back, light a fire, have some soup and bread, and I'm gonna tell you the other two things I do to get over anxiety. But meanwhile, in the comments, if there's something you do to get over anxiety, or like a trick you've got or something that works, write it, because I know people read the comments and we read each other's comments, and the Dare to Grow community is strong. So yeah, share your top tips below. You might inspire someone, you might help them through a really difficult time.
So wonderful, you are like magic to me.
Alright, number 4 on the list is you've got to watch how you talk to yourself. And I know you've heard me say this before, and I know you probably know this already, but listen to this, okay? When we were driving from Berlin to Belgium, which was like a 7-hour, it's probably about 8 hours altogether by the time we'd stopped every 2 hours for coffees and donuts, don't judge. We were listening to Nick Pigeon's book, Now Is Your Chance, and it was a really good reminder of all of the things I used to do that got me here, like meditation, like gratitude practice, like watching the way I speak to myself, like positive affirmations. And I remember years ago when I used to look in the mirror and say to myself, you're fat, you're a failure, you're never going to be successful, like the kind of things that if my best friend turned up and said them to me, that's abuse, that is abuse. And we are abusing ourselves every single day. And I'm smiling because what on earth are we thinking is going to happen when we tell ourselves those things? And the quote in the book that I heard on Nick Pigeon's book, it's really worth a listen, worth a read, I'm really enjoying it. The quote she shared is that we'll never ever outgrow our own vision of ourselves. Just think about that, you'll never outgrow your own vision of yourself. If you believe yourself to be a loser, you're never going to be a winner. If you tell yourself you're lazy, you're never going to find the energy to be productive. But if instead you wake up and you have an affirmation which says, I'm a strong, beautiful, confident woman, I can have, be, do anything I want. What I'm seeking is seeking me. Today is my year, today is my month, today is my day. Get out there and make it happen. Write an affirmation. Even if you don't believe it, the second that negative, ego, barking dog starts in your mind, become aware of it, witness it, and then drown it out with a positive affirmation. Even if you don't believe it. I didn't believe my positive affirmation when I started reading it, but I am now my positive affirmation. I am a strong, beautiful, confident woman. I can have, be, do anything I want, and what I'm seeking, is it seeking me? This is my year, this is my month, this is my day. Watch me make it happen. Go write your positive affirmation now. Okay, 5th idea I want to share with you is to have some fun learning a new skill. So you know the other day I woke up in this absolute hissy fit, wouldn't get out of bed. Well, I watched some Peter McKinnon, this huge YouTuber over in Canada. He was walking along, holding the camera, then he let go, had a sip of his coffee. It was the weirdest thing. I was like, how did you do that, Peter? And then he just carried on walking. I mean, what the actual? Go learn a new skill. It gets you out of fear mindset and into being creative. Boom. But if every day you wake up and you go, I'm a strong, beautiful, confident woman, I can do anything I want, What was my affirmation?
Whiskey